P.E.I. represented internationally in field hockey. 3 athletes, 1 coach participate with Canadian teams in Czechia, France, Wales. Ellie Mullins and Lacey McLaughlin had been there before, while Haley McDonald and Charlie McDougall experienced their first international competition. The 4 Prince Edward Islanders were part of 3 different Field Hockey Canada teams who traveled to Czechia, Wales, and France for training and exhibition series recently. It was a really good experience, the 16-year-old McDougall told The Guardian in a recent phone interview. It was my first time traveling away without my family. It was a really good learning experience for both field hockey and life. Lacey McLaughlin of Charlottetown moved up to head coach in 2025 after serving as an assistant coach with the under-17 team in the Netherlands in 2024. It was a great experience and my first time as a head coach with a national team, said McLaughlin, who is head coach the P.E.I. Panthers. It went well. It was the first time the team was together as a group, so there is a lot of learning that happens in a short period of time. McLaughlin also worked with the coaching staff of Canada's national women's senior development team in Japan in October 2024. But this year marked McLaughlin's first head coaching experience at the international level. It's fun to lead the group and try to set the tone for how you want the group to show up, said McLaughlin. At the U16 level, the focus is learning and development, but it's also to have fun and meet people from across the country and get to play with different people. It was nice to help set that tone. McLaughlin described the tour as intense. The head coach noted the Canadian U16 team was in Wales for 8 days, played 4 games, had 2 training sessions, and only 1 day off. There was not a lot of downtime, said McLaughlin. The girls are almost forced to get to know each other pretty quickly. Just seeing them interact with each other on day 1 versus when we were heading home, you see how close-knit they become in a short period of time. Seizing opportunity. McDougall said the experience in Wales showed what opportunities there are for field hockey players. I got to see the international level and how good they are, said McDougall. There are more opportunities. I've been to nationals with Team P.E.I, but I never realized how big the sport was outside of Canada. McDougall and Nova Scotia's Ella Moore were the only 2 players from Atlantic Canada on the Canadian team. McDougall, who plays midfield, said the biggest difference she noticed was the skills of the players, noting the international game features a much faster pace. All the girls I played with play year-round, said McDougall, a grade 10 student at the Mount Academy in North Rustico, P.E.I. Here, we don't get to do that. Everyone plays other sports and field hockey is not as big as in some provinces. There were 2 U18 teams and Mullins and McDonald played on each. The team Mullins played on traveled to France while McDonald and her teammates competed in Wales. Obviously, it's an amazing opportunity and I'm so lucky to experience it not only once but twice, said the 16-year-old Mullins, a grade 11 student at Colonel Gray High School in Charlottetown. Just like the last time I experienced so much, and I again have learned so much. Mullins, from Charlottetown, was able to draw on the experience with the U17 Canadian team in the Netherlands. Last year, I went into it not really knowing a soul other than Lacey, who was an assistant coach of that team last year, said Mullins, who has a goal to play university field hockey. This year, I was going in a lot less nervous and super excited because I knew most of the girls. I knew a lot of BC girls who were going last year from the Netherlands, and I saw them at Field Hockey Nationals. Last year, I went into it not knowing where I was playing wise. This year, I went into it a lot more confident for sure, knowing I could play at this level. An example of that confidence and growth is how Mullins adapted to learning and playing a new position in France. Mullins normally plays center mid in P.E.I, but played the wide mid position with Team Canada. You wouldn't think it's a lot of difference, but it is, said Mullins, who also is a forward with the Down East Auto Parts Eastern Stars major under-18 female hockey team. I kind of learned a whole new position, and to understand the game in a different way was really cool.